by the previous week, something that Footscray, Hawthorn and St Kilda failed to do when playing their next match. 2 changes were made to the Footscray side that went down gallantly, I might say, last week to Adelaide. Gow and Georgiades for the injured McPherson and Collinyuk, while at Punt Road, Bauer and Smith came in for Trewella and the suspended Lees. Bruce McAvaney, Peter McKenna and Gerard Healy are our commentators at the Western Oval, and we pick up play at the start of the third quarter. Footscray is leading by just the 1 goal.
Start of the second half, Footscray with the breeze, lead by a goal. Good healthy crowd here, and they make some noise. Wind with the tap. Liberatore, 14th possession, round his body. Bannock took a chance. Hawkins, who's played at that end throughout. Coleman, high one. Might have used Royal with a handball. And that's a good mark, isn't it, by Bannock?
He's an impressive player, Bruce.
Excellent mark. He came from nowhere there to take it off Royal.
Well, he gave Brian Royal about 2 metres start there too, a top mark, and Boat is going to be a very good player. Scott Wine, under Cameron. Cameron from 55 metres, an ordinary kick that one, to the right and out of bounds on the full.
Yes, well, it was a poor kick by Cameron. He should have centred that ball, but he's now being tagged by Campbell, who picked him up halfway through the second quarter, and Leon Cameron's still having a great influence on this game.
A goal, a margin, Footscray in front, and kicking in this quarter with a very strong northerly breeze straight down the centre of the ground. Here's McQueen for the Tigers, trying to get it out to Goodwin. He does so. Goodwin runs into trouble, holding the ball.
Good decision by the umpire there. Goodwin backed into that pack.
Wind immediately gives it to Coleman. Coleman hooks it back in front of goal. That was good play by Coleman. No mark taken. The Richmond defenders trying to get it out. A holding the man decision. Now the advantage played to McQueen. McQueen breaks away from the half-back line, kicks it to centre wing, and a diving mark has been taken out there by Des Ryan.
Goes wide to Nichols. It sits up in the breeze. Foster, Knights, Atkins. Free kick to Footscray to Atkins. Nichols over the top.
And once again, Cloak's playing that loose man across the half-back line.
Wobbly one by Atkins, but gets some distance. Georgiades almost fell into him, and he'll get a free kick. Front spot important, isn't it?
Well, it's so important, Bruce. It's if there's going to be a free kick given, and it's in doubt, the man in front will always get it. And Georgiades is doing well by taking the front spot, especially on that occasion.
Missed a relatively easy one, if there could be such a thing, into the breeze in the second quarter from 35 metres, this one from 60 metres, and that's a magnificent goal. 8-8 for 6-8, Georgiades with his first.
Well, Georgiades burst onto the scene 2 years ago and kicked 9 goals in his first game, 5 in the second, but unfortunately he was struck with a bit of a groin injury, which waylaid him for the rest of that year. He struggled for form last year, evidently a little bit slow according to the experts out here. If he continues to kick them like that one, well, he's certainly going to be a real bonus for the Scrays.
Peter Cameron about the bounce. The Bulldogs by 2 goals. Cloak versus Wine. Cloak taps it on. The Richmond little players have been very, very good, but that was Des Wine kicking it off the ground. Good shepherding. Stephen Wallace allows Cameron to give it on. Hunter punches it wide with the 2-fisted punch. Wallace to Georgiades. Back to Hunter. That was beautiful play out of defence by the Bulldogs. One-on-one contest. Bannock versus Royal. Taken by Del Rey. A sweeping hand pass. Baxter. Atkins. Kellett has already kicked 2 goals from 60 metres. Nigel Kellett hooks it and puts it out of bounds on the full.
And we see once again, kicking with the wind, players electing to go for the big bomb, the long, the freakish goal. And they only come off once in 10, and really, it's a big trap for players. Kicking with the wind would have been far better off looking for a shorter option.
Bannock, it'll hold up in the breeze. Cloak makes a big effort, but Coleman, well, we've talked about him in the first half, goes short. Atkins and Kellett. Kellett runs onto it, uses Atkins now. Good handball to Cameron. Left foot for goal. Good kick. It's another one. Suddenly they've opened up a gap. 9-8, 6-8.
Well, nobody doubts the talent of this young boy, Leon Cameron. We saw him come onto the scene last year. Vied for Recruit of the Year honours, which went to his teammate in Grant Cameron. Sorry, what was his name?
Chris Grant.
Chris Grant, sorry, I'll get it right shortly.
Can't we forget them in a hurry, Jerry?
Yes, don't they go. Fleeting fame. But that was a tremendous goal on the left foot, and he really is creating a problem for Richmond. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Wayne Campbell shifted off him shortly.
A 3-goal break to the Bulldogs. And here they go again. Bumped on by Georgiades. Royal trapped that beautifully, trying to get around onto the left foot. Elects to hand pass back to Baxter. The short one to Coleman, and Coleman's played a good game up there at centre-half forward on a day not made for big men. Coleman will hook it up in front of goal. It's a booming kick. This might clear the pack, or will it? No. It is tapped over the line for a behind it. Geez, been a great buy, Gerard, by the Bulldogs.
Well, Glenn Coleman's big problem in Sydney was his consistency, but it's a real tribute to himself and Terry Wheeler, his coach, that he's finding some fantastic form at Footscray.
Lambert to the space. Free kick to Goodwin, not paid. Liberatore wants one now. Coleman, good hands. Atkins short. They're in again here. Baxter from centre-half forward. Del Rey the lead. He's going to kick it to the space. Del Rey. Oh, misses a sitter. Off the ground, Cullum. Brilliantly. No free kick will come back to Richmond. And Danny Del Rey just lacking concentration at the last moment.
Yeah, pretty poor attempt at a chest mark and cost Footscray really an easy goal.
Richmond would need to get a couple into the breeze, I would think. Michael Pickering to centre wing. Good mark, Brendan Gale. He's very strong overhead. Here's Trent Nichols to the half-forward line. Some holding on. Free kick. Jeff Hogg. The advantage paid. Terry Keys lines up a goal. A beautiful kick. Oh, what a magnificent kick by Keys for a goal. 4 goals to Terry Keys.
Well, it's Terry's 4th goal, and I was a little bit surprised the umpire played the advantage there. I didn't think it was an advantage for Keys to have a shot from goal from such an acute angle. I thought the free kick may have been paid to Jeffrey Hogg, but once again, Peter, we see the exhibition or the execution of Terry Keys at goal. It is exemplary.
4 goals to Keys, and the Tigers get a real bonus here. 13 points in it. Cloak and Wine. Goodwin. Wobbly one. Gale. Good player, this young fellow, Cameron. Baxter had a lot of touches. Hunter works for him from the back pocket. Look for the wind option. Justin Pickering's come on to go on to Cameron. Wallace. Royal looks like he's judged it all right. Del Rey. Well, I think he was determined to make up for the last one.
I was thinking the same thing, Bruce, after a shocking chest mark, Jerry. That was a great mark.
Yeah, terrific. He really did set himself for that one. And made something out of nothing really there, but it will all be of waste unless he puts this one straight through. A similar position from where Terry Keys kicked a magnificent one from in the second quarter.
Del Rey from about 45 metres out. G's kicked it well. It's straight through the middle. 10-9 to 7-8. Del Rey's first. And the margin out to 19 points again.
Lambert's had 10 and 10. Nichols has had 13 kicks, no handballs. There's Liberatore. Quiet first term, a great second quarter. Royal taps it on Cameron with class. Royal, now he can straighten up 45-degree angle, hooks it in front of goal. Hawkins was held. Doug Hawkins was held by Michael Pickering. And good to see an umpire with the courage of his convictions to play him in front of goal.
Yes, well, it was only a slight infringement there from Michael Pickering, but it certainly was there. And Doug Hawkins having the benefit of Royal centering the ball. It made Pickering, who was in the right position initially, it made him wrong-footed. Doug read the play well, came back, and Pickering had no option but to throw the hand out and try to impede him.
Dougie Hawkins has kicked one. He shouldn't miss this one. Bang, right through the middle. The Bulldogs move further in front. They've moved on to 11-9. Richmond 7-8.
He's playing an interesting role, Doug Hawkins. Spent the second quarter on the back line and picked up many possessions in defence. He's playing with the wind down in the goal square, and a little bit too much, a little bit too talented, I think, for Michael Pickering just at the moment.
That looks like a Sunday afternoon chat going on there between Hawkins and Pickering.
11-9, 7-8. Well, Doug Hawkins having a chat to Michael Pickering, but I think the content might have been a bit different to a Sunday afternoon chat. Dougie with a couple. Royal having a good few minutes here to Coleman, to Georgiadis. Del Rey, good trap, well done. To Royal, left foot. Should have given the handball. Hawkins off beauty. Kick the goal, Dougie. Round his corner. What a player. Oh, they'll bring the joint down now. Dougie set them alight. 12-9 to 7-8.
Dancing Dougie Hawkins, doing the waltz down in the Footscray forward pocket. A sensational player and a great team person. Dougie inspires them all, and Footscray are now in a very handy position, but poor sight from Royal there. He should have whipped that ball out with a handball.
Well, a vital time coming up for Richmond. They trail by 5 goals, 1, and a rampage here by Footscray. They'll have to stem the tide somehow. Lambert, the half forward, looking for Gale. Oh, he might have been held then. The advantage paid. Now, no, it's been brought. I thought he paid the advantage and changed his mind. Well, what is it, out of bounds? I thought he signalled a free kick then to Gale. He changed his mind in midstream then for sure. Gale, over the back is Lambert. Did you think that, Gerard?
I did, Peter. It looked that way from here.
Well, to the half-forward line, it's Hogg. Well, I can't believe that. The crowd are hooting. I am sure that he signalled that it was held by the jumper, and the next minute it's out of bounds. Maybe the player that he called play on ran out of bounds with the ball. That's the only thing that could have happened.
Eccleston the tap to Kellett. Next goal's pretty important here. Richmond need it, even into the breeze. Knights weaves a bit of magic. High one. Justin Pickering keeps his eye on it. Unlucky there. He did a good job, and now the rebound comes. Baxter to Foster. Georgiadis versus McQueen. Liberatore. Wallace. McQueen holds it in. Liberatore gets it to Coleman. Cameron. Not a bad kick round the body. Del Rey and Turner pretty happy to run it out.
Well, the Footscray runners have just got on top for the last 4 or 5 minutes, and particularly out of the middle. They got 4 or 5 there directly out of the centre, and we see them open up a 5-goal lead.
Royals lifted a bit, hasn't he? He's got his hands on the footy a fair bit in this quarter.
And Liberatore.
Done a couple of very courageous things. Oh, that was almost a throw by Liberatore. Real scoop hand pass, but Atkins tunnel balls it. Waitman beautifully done to Knights, who's been a star. Matthew Knights, great game. And he kicks to the half-forward line. Oh, the big arms of Wine. Wine against Nate. Bit of a mismatch then in size. Now he'll have to go back behind his mark. The hand pass over the top from Wine. Finds Hunter. Hunter kicking it long to the half-forward line. Del Rey from the back. Liberatore. Danger here. Trapped by Waitman. Free kick to Liberatore. Waitman was appealing to the free, but it was on the shoulder to the little Rover, the reigning Brownlow medalist. Liberatore wide. Can Hawkins get there? No. Well, he got there, but he dropped the mark. Pickering taps it back. His brother is there. Dustin, that's holding the ball. Oh!
Pretty lucky not to be given the deliberate free kick there, because I think he just ran out of bounds.
Well, he made no attempt either to get rid of it and ran out of bounds with it.
Gee, Baxter's play a moment ago was courageous and good. Here's Waitman to Knights. Little gift back to Waitman, in trouble. Baxter again. And O'Cameron that time hassles him out. But not a lot wrong with that philosophy of Richmond's there. Tight into the breeze.
We had nowhere really to go there, Dale. Cameron came out of his blind side and forced him over the line.
Wind versus Cloak. McQueen. Almost cut off by Georgiadis. Knights has worked hard in the last couple of minutes. He'd be exhausted. Cloak off the ground. Pickering waits for it. Had Waitman running past him. Trouble on a windy day too. You work so hard into the breeze for not much reward. Can take something out of the legs. Oh, what a mark by Gale. The quick give to Waitman. Keys on the lead and so's Hogg. Keys in the front spot. Not paid. Naish sits on it. Tries to scoop it up to Nichols. Nichols, smother was very good by Ford. Great tackle again by Keys. Naish with a high one. Footscray underneath it. Courage here. And Hunter's got just that.
He's played a great game, Mark Hunter. Looks very much like Stephen Wallace. Little Rover Brian Royals taking on centre wing, and they're in full voice, this Footscray crowd. They're playing well, the Bulldogs. The short one to Del Rey. Free kick to Del Rey.
Well, the crowd can sense that Footscray have really lifted, and they could open up a winning lead if they continue to score as they are.
Hawkins and Cloak. Cloak battling hard. Well done. As he gets it across to Bannock. To Scott Turner from half back. Gale, kicked out of the contest, and that must be a free kick. And I'm glad to see the umpires paying that. I saw a couple last week in Hobart that weren't paid. When the man's kicked out of the contest, he's got no chance. Knights, the half forward. Over the back is Des Ryan, a chance. Hand pass to Waitman. Can he get his kick in? He's brought down from behind. Oh, what a magnificent tackle. Umpire called play on. That was by Stephen Wallace. Oh, beautiful play by the Bulldogs. Hunter, Liberatore, Eccleston, Liberatore again. Crashing his way through was Gale. He finds Lambert. Oh, Richmond players loose everywhere. Waitman an open goal. Hand pass to Keys. 5 goals to Terry Keys. And Richmond fight back. Footscray 12-9, lead Richmond 8-8.
Well, Terry Keys ended up kicking that goal, but he cost them a goal initially by not instructing Dale Waitman that he was under the pressure that he was. He ran into what he thought was an open goal, but was dragged down by Stephen Wallace from behind. So poor instruction, and lucky that they finished up with a goal.
25 points in it. Keys with 5. Valuable one of the Tigers into the breeze. Atkins to the space. McQueen misses it. Oh, snared by Cameron to Royal. Over the top to Del Rey. Here's another one. 13-9 to 8-8. Del Rey gets his second.
It takes 2 hands to handle a whopper, and 2 distant burger, a hungry jack. You gotta put it down, to drink your shake, to munch your chips, to take a break. It takes 2 hands to handle a whopper, 'cause the burgers are bigger than hungry jack.
They're not too big for me. They're not too big for me either.
Peter Cameron bounces in the centre. Oh, Cloak, the big thump out wide. Who'll get there first? Nichols versus Kellett. Trent Nichols off the ground. That was good play into the breeze. And soccers it again. He gained about 50 metres. Then all was that a free? No, the umpire lets it go. And probably rightly so. Hogg goes to ground. There'll be a bounce.
Well, I'm sure that tap out was a set play. When the ball comes back towards the ruckman, they're often instructed to smack the ball as far as they can to the wing. And obviously Pickering saw that there on the wing.
Wallace misses it. Free kick against Wallace for a throw. Going to go to Smith.
Actually, that was Nichols on the wing.
Yes, Cloak thumping it out to him. Nichols outpacing Kellett. Well, you wouldn't fancy Smith from here into the breeze, but you'd fancy that Richmond need a goal. They're 5 behind, but they're not out of it. They can stay within 3 or 4.
I think you're better on that side of the ground, though, than this pocket, Bruce.
Well, let's see how he goes, Peter. We'll take a good one. Drop punt. Hasn't quite made it. Foster flew. Off the ground. Still off the ground. Is that a goal? Well, Nace reckons it was, but it's a behind. It's going to be a tough call for the goal umpire with about 5 sets of
all the Richmond players threw their hands up as if it was a goal, trying to con the umpire, but he was worthy to the task.
13-9, 8-9. Ford mistimes it. Cullen had to sit for it. Cloak couldn't quite do it. Wine tried it. They've all tried to get the footy. Cloak got his kick away, but only as far as Eccleston. Runs his full distance. Coleman Good play, though, by Goodwin. Nice, brand new, spanking footy, that one, isn't it?
Well, good play by Eccleston there, being in front, and he's an underrated defender, is Greg Eccleston.
No wonder it's a new football, Bruce. The other one would still be in Footscray Road and travelling down towards Geelong, I think.
You won't forgive Del Rey, will you?
Oh, he landed in a ute going down Footscray Road. So
I've never liked that. I reckon it's a bad sign when the blokes do that. That's the sort of thing Gerard Healy would have done, I think. There's Matthew Knights, tapped on by Pickering. It's a free kick, though.
You would never know if you're Leroying feet away.
Not much.
Well, at least they haven't got the North Melbourne haircuts. Bobby Davis will be happy.
Yes, that's right. Bob's assured us all those crew-cutted blokes have been dropped since he spoke up about it. And the ball's on centre wing. I tell you what, if Bob sees that football rolling down Geelong Highway, he grabbed that too for nothing. Here's Craig Smith loses it in the tackle. Liberatore. Hand pass over the top. Foster. Danger here for Richmond as Footscray go forward. The long took Georgiades. Royal. It bounces for him. The little rover. Bang. He's missed. Oh, I thought he might have gone for the balk then and turned onto the left. It would have been a certain goal, but it's easy to say that from up in the commentary box.
Actually, I thought he was going to do the banana kick myself, but I think he may have changed his mind just at the last minute and unfortunately kicked her behind.
88 to 57. Critical part of the match now. Richmond has to hold on. Well, free kick against Cloak. Kellett wants the advantage played. Hawkins, short, cut off by Waitman. So one captain to the other. Fair bit of footy play between those two gentlemen. High one. Oh. Not good. Here's Dougie again. He's had a good match to Baxter, who can really charge here and have a shot. 50 metres out. Drop punt, high one. Misses.
Well, I know I've harped on it, Bruce, today, but those long bombs only result in long points, and far better, despite kicking with a big breeze, to use the leading players, and there were a number on that occasion.
Scott Turner brings it back to the half-back line. Oh, good mark to Coleman. Being a good player. To Liberatore. Liberatore looking for the hand pass. Goes back onto the left foot. Brings it up in front of goal. Georgiades at the back. No mark. Taken away for Richmond by McQueen. He's looking for Pickering, whose disposal hasn't been good. This time it's a better looking kick towards the centre wing area, and Kellett punches it over the line.
Interesting one, Pickering, Gerard. He's been used purely as a defender today.
Yeah, surprised that he hasn't been in the forward line, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him down there next quarter if Richmond are struggling a little bit, which they are at the present time.
Wine got that down beautifully to Liberatore. There's a free kick to Richmond. Richmond player dragged off the ball. It's Anthony Bannock, and he shows a lot of poise, Gerard.
Yes, an excellent draft choice by Richmond, and he was probably the start of their youth policy.
That's Waitman out wide. He's found the mark. It's Des Ryan onto Lambert. Oh, nearly brought down. Lambert to the half. Oh, it's not a good kick. It favoured Hunter. Hunter waiting at the back. Played a good game, Mark Hunter. And he gives it across to Baxter.
Who's played pretty well himself. To Atkins in the centre. Is that 50? No. Atkins quickly finds some space. Del Rey the target. Turner at the back. Well done. Bauer gave a dummy and then caught. Cloak. Well, tried to find McQueen and couldn't, then did well in the end. McQueen looked to get off Atkins to Lambert. Good play, Lambert. Caught now, gone. Able to get rid of it. Liberatore. No free kick there. Still little liver. High one on him. Still no free kick. Gee, they let it go in 1991. It makes for exciting football, though. Gale. Knights. Well, this could be one of the most important kicks of the day, because they trail by 5 and there's 6 minutes to go, and this goal will be a real bonus.
Well, Craig Lambert is having a field day at the moment. He's had 14 kicks and 12 handballs, but his hand passes, he is almost in the Greg Williams category. He's so good in those tight clinches that he's of extraordinary value to Richmond.
Well, let's see if Knights can go. Low drop punt, kicks it well and kicks it through. They're back in it, 9-9 to 13-11.
And here had a very good battle. And that's Michael Pickering allowing the ball to flick over the line.
Well, Scott Wine's starting to dominate those centre bounces, and he's actually had 18 hit-outs, and Cloak's only managed 12, so it's a little bit on top at the present time.
Cloak takes front position, taps it down. Royal tried to crash his way through. Here's McQueen around the corner. Oh, Cameron is the class player, Liberatore. Baxter straightens up. 35 metres out, Darren Baxter heads for home. And it's another one to the Bulldogs. 2 goals to Darren Baxter. 14-11 Footscray, Richmond 9-9.
Well, you put that goal down to the terrific skills of Liver, who was just being taken off the ground. He whipped out a lovely left-hand handball out to Darren Baxter, who in the years of Michael Malthouse's coach was used as a defensive tagger only, but Terry Wheeler has changed all that around, and we see today a very, very offensive game plan with very few tags happening over the ground. At the present time, it's paying off for Footscray.
95-63. 32-point margin, 5 minutes remaining in the third term. Knights has been one of the stars. Bow will want to kick it quickly. Got away from Coleman. Only a half-hearted tackle there. Powell, who's come back on the ground. Off the ground by Nichols. Kellett. Good tackle. Gale goes to ground. Free kick to Hunter for tripping. Legging to Kellett. They go sideways, the Bulldogs. Now Kellett straight down the centre. Good kick for distance. Cloak and Del Rey. Cloak stood his ground well. Then shrugged one tackle and gave it to Knights. Royal tries to run him down. Good kick, Knights into the breeze. Well played forward to come across Keys. Here's Holt. Left foot. Round the body. Just missed. Oh. Took forever to get there, didn't it? And just to the wrong side. So it's 9-10, 14-11.
The kick into the half-back line, but will have to come back. The goal umpire hadn't finished waving the flags. They really need another one into the breeze, Richmond.
They're getting the ball away from these point kick-ins too easily, Footscray, and Richmond may have to look at doing a man-on-man situation for kick-ins.
Peter Foster, that was actually a missed kick. And went straight into the hands of Darren Baxter, who's been a great player. He's had 19 kicks.
But if it was man-on-man, there would have been a contest.
Dead right. Oh, Cloak. Great play by Cloak, and as it was a few moments ago, Craig Smith dodges and weaves. Oh, bad kick to the half-forward line. Might favour Pickering. Well done by Wallace. Back it comes to Baxter, his 20th kick. Courage shown, running back with the flight of the ball by Goodwin. McQueen, Waitman. They need one into the breeze. Can they do it? Hogg comes from behind. Tapped out the Wine. Wine's got the running player in forward. Oh, this is danger now because Atkins. He's looking for the hand pass now. Kicks it on the left foot to the half-forward line. Phil Cracker's got 2 to beat. Look at big David Cloak charging after it. What a great effort. Still going, big Cloaky. Well done by the big fella. As players dive on the ball, it's Phil Cracker trying to grab it.
Gets it out. Smith. Well, something behind the play between Cloak and Cracker. McQueen, Lambert keeps it in cleverly, and the handball, well, it looked a bit like Diesel Williams, didn't it? It was first-class traffic, that one. To centre half forward. Excellent mark taken by Powell. Can he get it on quickly enough? Hogs the target now. Good kick. Well, free kick. Got to be a free kick.
Boys, the meat in the sandwich.
It'll come back.
There's a goal kicked on the advantage, Bruce.
Yes, by Keys. It would have been number 6. But the play had stopped.
Yeah, well, jury's give due credit there to Peter Cameron. He had stopped, and the Footscray players had all slowed down their momentum. It would have been an unfair situation to allow that goal.
Well, Hogg kicked 2 goals into the breeze in the first quarter. And he's within distance. He's about 45, a bit less than that, 43 metres out, I guess, if you want to be pedantic. And he's taken a hard knock, but he has composed himself. And a really top-class full forward will kick this.
These are the goals that can decide a game, Bruce.
Drop punt. Missed it. Well, 9-11 to 14-11. That was an important one. Kicked 2-3 Hogg.
Once again, we see Richmond doing the zone defence, where the pockets go out wide, the flankers go out wide, and the wings come up to cover the centre.
Booming kick, almost the centre wing. McQueen's the flyer. Great mark, Foster. No mark. Play on. Umpire Peter Cameron called as Georgiades goes to half forward. Another mark to Coleman. That's his 11th. Glenn Coleman, 11 marks, and she's been a good competitor. Bernie Quinlan's mate. Glenn Coleman, the long kick. Up in front of goal. That was almost a good mark. Danger, because Hawkins on the left. It turns around Doug Hawkins. The Footscray champ slams it through for goal. Dougie Hawkins has kicked 4. And Footscray moved to 6 goals. The break. Well, that was terrific play by Footscray. And Hawkins again showing his great skill as he read it well. And once he gets his hands on that ball and wheels around, you can shut the gate. You know it's going to be a goal every time.
Has there ever been a better kick in league football, Peter?
Well, he's one of the most highly skilled players I've ever seen.
101 to 65. The Doggies have opened it up now to 6 goals. Hawkins with 4. Cloak and Wine. Wine again gets his hand on it. Atkins, who's done pretty well in the centre. Cloak off the ground. Wine, very promising player. Cracker in the front spot. Didn't hold it like a slips catch. McQueen caught, gets a kick away, an important one, because it opens up for Richmond. They got a bad bounce. Lambert read it beautifully. Looks for his options. Kicks it to Keys. Tries to half volley it. Ford's with him. Baxter. Wine. Kellett. Caught by Waitman. Lambert. It's tight in the crunch there. Left foot right across the ground to Pickering from Keys. Hogg looking for a lead. Pickering goes for goal. Ford can sit back and kick it to Cameron.
It's just a non-kick from Pickering there. There's absolutely nobody in the forward line. Atkins
to take the mark. And that's it. It's three-quarter time. And Footscray has done its job well with the breeze. They're 15-11 to 9-11.